Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi just released a revised calendar for when representatives will be working in Washington, D.C. this year. Now, really, it could be called a schedule of the time that Congress won't be working. Over the next 7 months, the House of Representatives will only be in Washington, D.C. for a total of 45 days. Let's break that down by the numbers. That's just one of every 5 days left in the year, and it brings the total number of days spent in Washington for the year 2020 to just 81 days. That's 22% of the year. That's only 11 weeks out of 52 weeks, which is less than half of hurricane season. Or if the NFL decided to only play 3 games, or if someone in college only needed to take 2.5 credits to be considered a full-time student, or quitting after the first 5.5 miles of a marathon because you got tired. Anybody else who only shows up to work less than a quarter of the time gets fired. We just can't fathom this as Americans, and serving in Congress shouldn't be any different. But rather than do what we were entrusted to do, Speaker Pelosi prefers to send members of her own party on a paid vacation. Maybe she wants them at home running campaigns instead of actually doing the job that they already ran for. Either way, while the rest of Americans are out hustling, busting their tail, Speaker Pelosi is making $223,500 of your money per year. Or you could say that she's getting $787 of your tax dollars for every day that she isn't doing her job. Now, some of you might see that as money well spent, but this is a big problem. It is not hypothetical. There are serious consequences to her inaction. We've already seen the Paycheck Protection Program that went unfunded for more than a week as businesses struggled to pay their employees. It was predictable. Yet Speaker Pelosi, she refused to take action. This isn't an endless summer for members of Congress, but now we see it again. What's going on right now? Sweeping police reform legislation is being proposed in Washington. Protests are raging around the country. Yet in Washington, the lights stay off in the House of Representatives. No debates, no voting, nothing. Now, when I served in the Army, we worked 24/7 to accomplish the mission at hand. The halls of Congress should do no less. It's the way that I work, whether Speaker Pelosi lets us in the building or not. But seriously, get out of the way. Let us roll up our sleeves and join the rest of America in getting back to work. We've got big issues, and America is owed self-reflective deliberation and a response on issues like racial equality. Or what do we do about officers who administer their own punishments? Or how do we go out there and support our hero street cops who every single day risk their lives for those that they do not even know, and so many more issues. Speaker Pelosi, she's playing a game with your country, keeping members of Congress away while she writes legislation by herself, then calls representatives back to Washington to rubber stamp her decrees. It's not right, and it's long past time for Congress to get back to work.